Hello everybody, this is Razvan with yet another episode of our Territory Management mini-series. In this second installment, we are going to talk about how Optimize can help you with a territory adjustment capability. This feature would be mostly used by senior managers, executives, or analysts who need a tool to flexibly adapt to changes happening in the territories they supervise and rebalance them to better capture their sales potential. Let me log in as a manager in this case, and to refresh your memory on the usage of the mapping tool that we have already seen from a rep's perspective. I can choose between displaying an overview of all my subordinates' territories or just select a particular one and do a quick performance analysis of the account based on a list of configurable metrics. However, in the senior role, I need more advanced tools to help me determine what is the best way of administrating my territories. For that, I could leverage the analytics dashboards, for example, to check if the accounts under my supervision are regularly contacted. The system has yet another very interesting functionality that will flag me if different types of issues are detected. For instance, when a workload analysis determined that territory 10103 is overwhelmed, and it recommends me to reassign one account to territory 10101 so we can better attend our clients. This is where our territory adjustment application comes in place. This tool will create dynamic models that will allow me to find the most convenient allocations within my territories. These models can also be subjects to our workflow engine. Imagine I need to send my proposals for approval to some other role within the company, and as you can see, I have approved or published models, another one is pending for approval, and the one I'm going to use is the current one, which is open for adjustments. Instead of a map, the account's alignments to their respective territories will be displayed on a timeline. The model allows to attach different metrics to the territories, and in this example we have the client's count, the overall quota, the total sales, and the territory workload. The panel on the right contains a list of all accounts. Some of them, as you can see, are not yet assigned to any territory or sales rep. I can quickly select them all and align them to one territory, say to number 10108, starting today, and I can pick a reason from a configurable list. In this case, we will treat them as new opportunities. If I now check that specific territory, it will show me a number of proposed adjustments, and the count metric would increase with the number of newly assigned clients. Now let's get back to the adjustment that was suggested by the system in the territory recommendations pane. That is, moving the account Arverson from a territory with heavy workload to another one that still has some bandwidth to take on more accounts. I can locate the account using the search bar or directly from the list. I'll select it and use the realignment button, and then I'll pick the new territory for this account and make that change effective not immediately, but maybe next Monday. For the reason for making this adjustment, I'll choose a portfolio rebalancing. The list, once more, is fully configurable to meet your needs. Once I validated my change, I notice on the timeline the Arversor account has been transferred to Territory 1, and indeed the change is not instant. Maybe we need a few days to get an approval, and meanwhile it will still belong to Territory 3. By selecting the very first day of the new alignment, I notice there is an increase in count as well as on each of the other metrics associated to the territory, namely the overall quota, total sales, and workload. This was a simple example of a single account reallocation, but in the real life, we encounter more complex situations. Maybe a sales rep will not continue working for us in the near future, or management has decided to redistribute all accounts in one territory. For these scenarios, I would leverage the bulk adjustments capability, and for instance, I will split the portfolio of territory 10107 and reassign its accounts. I will point to 3 destination territories and pick the reason for the change. On top of this, the system will assist me with setting up the rules that will apply to my proposed redistribution. I may want to reallocate based on certain criteria, such as expected workload. I'd prefer to see the adjustment in percentage change and choose between automatic redistribution or manually fine-tune the allocations, and after that calculate how do they impact the metrics we follow by comparing the figures before and after the change. This was just a sneak peek of our territory management applications. If you want to know more, please contact us to set up a more detailed solution presentation. Thank you for watching. Until next time.